Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the National Society of Hispanic MBAs. Here to discuss it with us is the president of the Detroit chapter and the CEO of Vista Latinos, Terry Beltran Miller. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me here.
What exactly is the National Society of Hispanic MBAs?
It's a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1988. It started with 6 chapters, now has grown to 32 chapters nationwide, and we have a chapter here in Detroit. Their mission is to foster Hispanic leadership through graduate management programs and also professional development programs.
And how exactly do you do that? Throughout the year, various events and programs always taking place.
Yes, we partner with corporations locally and also with universities, and we develop programs where they're either a professional development forum or an MBA destination forum. And also we have career fairs, and then we also have MBA nights where we actually have an opportunity to have a company host an event at their location. So a lot of the members get to see a CEO speak or someone of high level that's a Hispanic executive in their corporation.
Who are your typical members? You said over 300 right here just in Metro Detroit.
Yes.
Has that chapter, this chapter, been growing, and who's a typical member?
Oh, it's grown. We have all types of members. We have members that are students, and we mostly have students. We're a little bit larger on students, of course, naturally because of an MBA program, but we have undergraduate students that are members. We're even having high school students interested in joining us to learn and understand more and have mentors, which is very important for them to have Hispanic mentors very early on in high school. And we actually do have a high school outreach program that various chapters throughout the nation are establishing, including we are talking about doing that as well. And then we have executives, and we also have non-Hispanics that also join our chapter. They're called associate members.
Okay. And speaking of students, I understand you also have some type of a scholarship program as well.
Yes, we do. We happen to be one of the largest organizations that has the largest scholarship fund. Last year we had $1 million, and we continue to do that this year. We had 256 that received those scholarships. Out of them, 6 of them were from Michigan. So I like to raise the bar and make the awareness up though, so more students apply for those scholarship funds.
Why is it so important to have an organization like this, organizations out there specifically catering to Hispanics? I know the Hispanic population is really on the rise, and obviously the more young people, young Hispanics can be mentored, hopefully the more successful they'll be able to be later in life.
Well, you're exactly right on that. We're actually more than, we're actually the same, we're larger, the population in the United States is larger than Spain actually at this moment. We're like 46 million and they're 41 million. We're actually also looking at this because it's a future for our generation, which happens to be the youngest one. The Hispanic population is 27. That's the average age compared to non-Hispanics, which are 36. So you need to start looking at the future and making sure, and we want to make sure that they are, we're developing them to be in leadership role and positions. To be able to build diversity into the management role that they're going to be, so they manage a diverse workforce within their companies that they're going to be going to, or companies that they're going to own, because 20% of our members also are entrepreneurs.
Wow. You always hear that women make less than men in the workforce for comparable work. I imagine it's the same for many minorities, including Hispanics. Is that another big issue where you're trying to raise the bar as well?
Yes, definitely. Females are doing much less, and including too, we look at them in leadership positions, 0.25 compared to 12% of female CEOs are Hispanic. So we want to raise the bar there too.
Raising cultural awareness, sensitivity, that type of thing when it comes to Hispanics in the workforce, minorities in general in the workforce. Would you say that's a big mission and goal of your organization as well?
Yes, definitely. We work towards making sure that the diverse workforce and learning how to work with them, and the adaptability of knowing that you're going to be looking at different cultures, because within the Hispanic market we are different cultures. We're a melting pot of different countries. And so it's very important to consider that.
Sounds like a great organization. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
If you'd like more information, you can visit detroit.nshmba.org. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was the president of the Detroit chapter of the National Society of Hispanic MBAs and the CEO of Vista Latinos, Terry Beltran Miller.